I'm really pleased that, given their awesome, busy schedule, several of our council members could be here today. We have Councilmember at Large James Brown, Councilmember at Large Chuck Ellinger, Councilmember Shayla Lynch. Where did you go? There you are. Councilmember Liz Sheehan, Councilmember Denise Gray is, there you are, Councilmember Whitney Baxter, Councilmember Jennifer Reynolds, and Councilmember Dave Savigny. Thank you very much. This will be a good break for you, right? I also want to welcome our Commissioner of Public Safety, Ken Armstrong, who is with us, and our Social Services Commissioner, Casey Allen Bryant, is with us, as well as our Chief Development Officer, Kevin Adkins. I've given you Ken's name. Welcome, everybody. Also with me today are Tiffany Brown, my Equity and Implementation Officer, is here with us. Jessica Sharp, Louisville Division, Kroger Corporate Affairs Manager, thank you. And Mike Halligan, Chief Executive Officer of God's Pantry, thank you. So this is a big deal, what we are announcing today, and we're all pretty pumped up about it. We are announcing the creation of a new way to shop for groceries in several Lexington neighborhoods where finding fresh food is challenging. It's called the Mobile Market, and as you can see from the pictures, it's a rolling food oasis that will serve Lexington's areas without a grocery store nearby. The Mobile Market will be a place where anyone can purchase fresh produce and staples. This is a way to address insufficient nutrition as well as address childhood obesity. As a registered nurse, I know the importance of these to improving the health of our residents right here in Lexington. Creation of the Mobile Market follows up on one of the recommendations of my Commission for Racial Justice and Equality, which noted that most African Americans in Lexington live in census tracts that are not close to food sources. Keep in mind, that report came out in October of 2020. Many of the people living in these areas cannot afford transportation to take them to the grocery. Therefore, it's a challenge to purchase fresh, nutritional food. This partnership has taken about 2 years. Is that close? Has taken about 2 years to come to fruition. And this is a big deal, and so many different people have worked on this. Just like so many successful initiatives in our community, making the mobile food market work depends on partnerships. I want to thank our partners who are here today, the Kroger Company and God's Pantry. We're going to hear from them in just a moment. First, we'll hear from Tiffany Brown, my Equity and Implementation Officer, who's going to fill us in on the details. Tiffany has worked out hundreds of details to make this mobile market a reality. She will talk about our fleet services. She will talk about EHI and some of our other partners who were just so important in this effort. Now, let's hear from the first of our partners, Jessica Sharp, Louisville Division Kroger Corporate Affairs Manager. It's interesting, when Tiffany first started working on this project, she was well into it, and the Kroger leadership all changed. So she started all over with Kroger. And so I want to welcome Jessica, who will fill us in a little bit about Kroger's part in this effort. Thank you for being here.
All right, thank you, Mayor. And also thank you, Tiffany and Mike. So myself and our division leadership are so proud of this partnership with you and sharing in today's news that we're once again hitting the road with our innovative single-aisle grocery store on wheels. At Kroger, our purpose is to feed the human spirit. And we do that by not only filling our carts or our stores full of aisles with fresh food and friendly associates, but we also do that by answering the calling from our partners and community leaders looking for an alternative way to access fresh food at affordable prices that Kroger is known for. That's also part of our Zero Hunger, Zero Waste initiative, where Kroger is committed to eliminating hunger in the communities we serve by 2025. Through food rescue, roundup, donations, and investing in innovative projects and technologies that help reduce the cycle of hunger and waste, just like this. We're incredibly honored to launch our we were incredibly honored to launch our first and the first of its kind mobile market in Louisville, Kentucky, in partnership with Louisville-based food pantry Dare to Care. That was 4 years ago this September, and our mobile market manager, Lisa Ellis, is in attendance today along with her team, and they have seen firsthand the dramatic effect that mobile market can make when serving a community that may not otherwise receive access to fresh food. And Lisa will be the first to ask for a fleet of the mobile markets to serve every customer every time. And now, we're undoubtedly building upon that excitement and need to respond to feeding hungry people with the Lexington Mobile Market in partnership with God's Pantry. We're thrilled to launch, and we look forward to this partnership. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jessica. Now, let's hear from someone who I consider an expert in addressing food insecurity, and that is Mike Halligan, Chief Executive Officer of God's Pantry. Mike, the podium's yours. That might need to go up a little bit.
You know, I'm a little taller than you. Just a little bit.
We each have our own role in height, right?
Absolutely. Mayor, thank you for those kind words. I'm one person who knows a little bit about food insecurity and hunger. There are 75 at God's Pantry Food Bank, and there are literally hundreds across central and eastern Kentucky who can say the same thing. So again, thank you for those very kind words. I'd like to reinforce a couple of points that the mayor made in her opening comments. The first of which is many neighbors with limited access to transportation cannot purchase nutritious food. And the second point is the mayor's commission on racial justice and equality clearly established several neighborhoods across Fayette County that are in the middle of food deserts. Food deserts as defined by the United States Department of Agriculture. This project is born from those two harsh realities that people all across Fayette County face every day. God's Pantry Food Bank is honored to be working together with a number of community partners, and I'll share a little bit more about that in a moment, and the City of Lexington and Kroger to help plan and schedule more than 20 stops for this new mobile market. And we've got capacity for more. We look forward to learning from the community how we can utilize this beautiful mobile market to help people improve their shopping experience. Now, it wasn't just Kroger, and it wasn't just the council, and it wasn't just the mayor's administration that worked on this. There were a whole bunch of people behind the scenes that helped us begin to imagine what this market might look like, how it might operate. And I'd like to recognize a handful of those now. One is Black Soil, and I think I see Ashley back there in the back. Thank you for your participation behind the scenes. Another is Health First Bluegrass. Another is the North Lime Laundry, and another of other businesses that will be hosting stops for the mobile market. as well as several residential associations, the City of Lexington's Park and Rec, and the Fayette County Public Schools. Those are just a few of the businesses and institutions and organizations that will be hosting these mobile markets. We anticipate anywhere from 10 to 15 in any one week, and at least 22, and probably a growing number over the course of a month. And we've got a lot more work to do to kind of solidify some of those additional sites, and we're looking forward to that. One of the reasons why that's so important, food is an essential source for growth, for strength, for life. It's a human right. As advocates, we champion better access to food and work to get more people engaged, people like those that I just mentioned and so many more. Because ending hunger, reducing food insecurity takes all of us every day. Once again, many thanks to Mayor Gordon, the mayor's office team, council members that are here today and those that are not able to join us today, and so many community partners in this project, all of who did a lot of work behind the scenes getting us to today. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the unveiling where we all will have an opportunity to see this market in action in the coming weeks. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, Mike. During the first 3 months of this project, between July and September, the mobile market will serve 4 pilot neighborhoods, and as Mike said, stopping in large parking lots, in businesses, and other places where it is walkable for the neighbors. They'll be able to walk there because it'll be close. So during this pilot period, the city will study routes, inventory, and public awareness opportunities and identify issues. Now, I want to bring to the podium Tiffany Brown. I cannot say enough about Tiffany and her dogged dedication to getting this thing put together. And it was a real labor of love. And the details, you know, when you look at the mobile market, it looks just like a truck, right? It's easy. There were so many little details that had to be attended to make this a reality, and Tiffany did all of that. So, Tiffany, come onto the podium and tell us a little bit about what you went through to get this partnership done. Thank you.
So I know the mayor's talking about the details that I put together, but I could not do any of this without the help and support and expertise of Wanda King and our Fleet Services Department. They helped to get all of the specs and everything for the mobile market using their expertise. One of the things I do is staff to my weaknesses. I have no clue about how to fit up a truck, but this is why we're here today. When I started, folks asked me, how do you prioritize your work? This racial equity work, how do you prioritize it? And I asked myself 2 questions. Does it help people, or does it help remove barriers so that people can access their basic needs, or does it help them to access their basic needs? Food being one of those basic human needs. As Mike said, it's a human right for us to be able to eat, and eat healthy and nutritious food. So we're introducing an innovative concept that will transform the way that people access essential groceries and reimagine convenience in our new modern era. Today, we proudly unveil the Lexington Mobile Market, a revolutionary design solution to bring fresh produce, pantry staples, and everyday essentials to our communities that lack access, transportation, and infrastructure. The mobile market will be a testament to our commitment commitment to innovation and convenience and meeting the evolving needs of our community. Like Mike said, in 2020, Mayor Gordon commissioned several community leaders, citizens, and experts to serve on the Commission for Racial Justice and Equality. One of the recommendations that stood out to everyone was around health disparities, and that was to improve food access and healthy food options. The work on this idea began long before me, and I am privileged today to see it through to fruition. So I'd like to acknowledge some other folks that helped to bring this vision to life: Ashley Smith, Black Soil, Ed Holmes, and EHI Consultants, who did a lot of our community engagement work, and so many others who sat around the table and did those focus groups prior to me even starting, and left a really good blueprint for me to follow. The initial community engagement groups that helped and lended their voices and vision toward making Lexington a more equitable place to shop for fresh, healthy, affordable food. There are so many people, I can't name them all, but I want us to all bear in mind that solving for food insecurity is a multi-pronged approach, and it's going to take all of us, every organization, every community leader working lock and step. The introduction of the Lexington Mobile Market just represents one significant step toward enhancing convenience, accessibility, sustainability in the realm of healthy food access and making Lexington a more equitable city, leveraging our resources and partnerships like the ones we forged here to make this a success. Thank you. Mayor Gordon.
Awesome. That's really awesome. Thank you, Tiffany. So I want to go back to 2020 when we stood here with many of you, and someone asked me if the commission report would just go on the shelf like so many others. And we're here to tell you that the commission report has never been on the shelf, because we're working on those recommendations every single day to make life better for people here in Lexington. And that is what this is about. I again want to thank our partners, Kroger, God's Pantry, thank Tiffany for pulling a lot of things together, and thank you all for being here. We will take individual questions because we all have individual perspectives on this. Thank you so much. All right, thank you.